Hey guys! Welcome to the finale for Painscreek Killing. As I was going through, because I was trying to figure out where I messed up, because I swore that I had to use the cemetery key over there to get in, because it was that tree. No, I just looked at the wrong spot. Where to go? Last time, we found quite a bit of information, and I think we have our killer. Or at least Vivian's killer. Best friends forever, we don't care. Y'all are all, I think you're all dead. Bishop is 9, which I think I already have written down. No, I don't. Okay, secrets. So there's a hidden room in the study, underground secret passage, secret room above Father's room. There's something else in here. Oh, here it is. Scott's gone. Trisha's dead. How did this happen? We held Trisha's funeral last week. There could have been more. There should have been more. The village will be buried in a few months to a year. My generation's moving out. The old generation is dying. Night Vivian died. I saw Scotty meeting her. I was at a distance from where they were arguing. I couldn't hear details, but I could know they were disagreeing. When Scott left and went back to his cabin, I followed him, watched him through the window till early morning, all the time thinking how we drifted so far. How could Trisha choose him over me? Police questioned me when Scotty was suspected of killing Vivian. I know he didn't do it, but I decided not to tell them what I knew. With Scott locked up, I could have it. It's her half-brother. Never wish for Scott to die, nor Trisha. Okay. And the other thing is, I did figure out where the favorite places are. Pulled up Matthew Brooks's journal. So, favorite places are Moon Cafe, the church, and Little Big Books. So, let's go to these places and see if we can find the clues. I think they're on the outside. Yeah. Okay. So, church, 1203. I don't know what these numbers mean. I'm gonna be honest. Where's Moon Cafe? Oh god, I have to pay attention to signs. None of the shows. God, I have to pay attention to the signs. I haven't done that. Because I'm still looking for the apartment complex that Vivian's boy toy was at. We're gonna just call him a boy toy, because, like, why not? Okay, where is the stupid bookstore? God, I feel like this is like, now run around the place to... You know, you remember where all this stuff is. You were paying attention, right? No. Moon Cafe. Playground. Now I need to find the bookstore. Okay. House. Okay, so let's go to the playground. Which is somewhere down this way. I really should not have tried. So fun fact, y'all been seeing these come out for the past couple of weeks. Or like the end part of all this, I filmed these all on the same day. I'm still sick. I filmed all these in the same day, because I'm an idiot. Am I supposed to be over here? Yes, I am. Please wait for my return. This week has been very quiet. Nothing goes on in a small town. Kersha's 7 now. Dorothy's still the same old Dorothy that we love. Do you remember the church attic? I spent most of my time there doing wood carving. 6 years that you've left. Okay, that is, I think, everything we need to pull, right? Let me double check. We do need to take note of this. Father Calvin's giving me more responsibilities. It seems like he's retiring soon. Gave me his favorite desk in the study room. Changed the code to 0318 the day you first came to the orphanage. My God. Why is all of this just basically turned into a, like, messy love like, it's just, there's so much mess. Like, this is a soap opera, my dudes. Okay, let's go. We are back at the manor one more time, because we are going to get just about everything. Wait. Said he's on the other side of the house, isn't it? Yep, it is. Even in the end, I still don't know where a single damn thing is in this house. It's too big. Okay. Okay, this is what it is. So it says KQBK. So K Q B K. So we're gonna try 5194, and that's it. Okay. Our investigation was initially promising. We interviewed possible witnesses who might know about Sophia's disappearance. Months later, we're nowhere. What we can conclude at the time is that the main cause has to do with Andrew, Henry, and Vivian. Oh, Henry was probably there. Investigated Andrew Reed and Henry Johnson's deaths due to confidentiality agreements with our sources. We were unable to reveal the true nature of their deaths. Both of them did not die of said accidents. Andrew and Henry were both related to the disappearance of Sophia Miller and the death of Magdalene Roberts 20 years ago. We talked to a retired nurse who used to work at Painscreek Hospital. Came across a note while cleaning Dr. Johnson's office. Prescription was legal and administered only to Magdalene. Before Vivian was killed, I confronted her about Mom's death. She said she didn't know anything. She only administered provided by Dr. Johnson. She was scared and she was hiding her fear. She was never completely truthful, but I have no proof yet. She didn't like Mom. She had something to do with what happened to Mom and Sophia, but what can I do? She was my wife after all. And now, Vivian is dead, so was Scott. Now Trisha is too. Is this the punishment of my affair from 20 years? Okay. We have done everything here. Now let's head back to the church to finish it all. I also realized we never solved this safe. I think this is where they had all the information of like the code for the thing. We never figured out where this went. Again, I was using a walkthrough to kind of help me when I got stuck. I don't think we ever found anything through Scott's stuff that gave any sort of indication of like what to use. Anyways, let's go to the study. Oh, 03, 8. Visited Scott today. Couldn't believe what he said. How could Sophia be dead? How could Andrew, Henry, and Vivian have killed her? Did Dorothy know? Who knew? Visited Sophia's grave today. It was just a wooden cross Scott made. There's no names. I placed some flowers. We had mass today. Vivian and Henry were there. Andrew, as usual, didn't come. All I could think is if they killed Sophia or not. Felt sick to my stomach. Couldn't bear to see their faces. I know I should forgive them, but it's so difficult. I'm dying inside. I wish I never visited Scott. I wish I never heard what he said. I wish I could just forget everything. Need to talk to Andrew. Wait, hold on. Wait, when did Andrew die? That's when he died. So Matthew killed him, too. Be that one, right? Didn't mean to take a picture of that. It's fine. Let's go upstairs. Blood drop. Why did you keep it? You could have gotten rid of that a decade ago! Dear Matthew, it's been more than 2 years since I started working at the mansion. I like it a lot. Though I can't be there for your missionary work, I pray for your success. Matthew, I'm writing this letter to let you know what happened to Sophia. My days are almost up, and I feel you have the right to know what happened 9 years ago. In 1974, when Vivian Roberts underwent a C-section to deliver Trisha, she was told she could not give birth anymore. Vivian broke down mentally and hospitalized. Sophia was tasked with taking care of newborn Trisha and helping Charles Roberts. Charles, who was facing a lot of difficulty and pressure, unfortunately fell comfort to Sophia. Just say he had an affair. Don't make it like nice and easy. Oh, he was tempted. No. He chose to have the affair. He chose to do it. A few months later, Vivian found out about the relationship. She was furious, feeling threatened by the illegitimate boy. Vivian kicked Sophia and the baby out of Painscreek. Everyone believed that, but the truth is, I took the boy, put him in St. Patrick's orphanage, named him Scott. He's going to be 10 soon. I pray that you can bear the responsibility of raising him. He does not need to know about his real parents. Give him a new start. And what did you not do? Give him a new start. God damn it, Calvin. What does it say? I'm trying to read what that says and I can't figure it out.
June 6th, 1995. I met Andrew in the evening at his house. He was hallucinating when we met, saying that he's seen Sophia everywhere, that he's a sinner, and that he should die. But I didn't mean to kill him. My hands are still shaking. June 30th, 1995. Dr. Johnson came. He was surprised to see me. He tried to justify, saying it wasn't his fault, that he was only carrying the baby and had nothing to do with Sophia's death. When I revealed the truth about Magdalene, his face turned white. He didn't expect anyone to know the truth. He deserved to die. July 19, 1995. Just like the doctor, Vivian came alone. Instead of feeling guilty, she called Sophia a bitch who destroyed everything she had. I didn't feel any sign of remorse, feeling of guilt, or repentance from her at all. So I gave her time to express herself. And then I killed her. It's all over now. Why am I not at peace? There's this nosy investigator in town. I thought that if I led him to believe that Bernard killed Vivian, he just might believe it. But I made the mistake of trying to mislead him. Now he's suspecting me of being the killer. He has to die.
Oh God. I don't know what we do. Oh God. I never... Oh God. I did not... Wait, did we just die? Because I never locked the basement. I can't get out. I never unlocked the basement where the sewer is. Wait, is it unlocked now? Oh my God. Sorry, I'm like... We went through all of this, and it's like, oh God, I have to remember how to get out of here. Oh God. I just realized I also cut my mic off during all of that. I have no recollection of how to get out of here. I genuinely have no recollection. I'm just gonna... We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving. I think we could get out of the hospital. Oh wait, Sophia's ghost is guiding us. I hope. Why is my controller not moving any faster? like right fucking behind me. Oh god. Yep, thanks, Sophia. I feel like I'm not running anymore. Like, I feel like I'm hitting the buttons to move, and it's not, like, doing anything. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like I'm not running anymore. This is interesting. Do we get him to come up here and die? God, I don't know how I feel about the face images. I'm just being honest. Also, that does not look like a man who's, like, in his, like, rough 50s. That is a very fascinating, like, level of comeuppance. To Janet, I'm glad you made it back safely and uncovered the truth about the Painscreek killings. Good job, your story will be on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper. Submit the following information as well as a photo for your article as soon as possible. I don't know if we have a photo. We found out who hired P.I. Stephen Moss. Matthew Brooks. Murder weapon. Murder weapon was still an axe, right? Like, let me make sure. Just so I'm not putting the wrong thing. Okay, it's still axe. Oh, I did not take a good picture. Can we use this? I don't have a good picture. Hopefully that's okay. We'll just... Hold on. There's a default photo. Oh my gosh. I can't... It won't let me. Wait. I want to use mine. Because why not? Hopefully this won't give me the bad ending by picking this. I don't know. I hope if they give me the bad ending for like, so long as we have, like, the information. Like, I hope that's it. I hope it's not like, you did, like, so long as you put the correct information. Okay, so from what I'm seeing with this, is if you die, like, you can die to him. But I don't think the picture has anything to do with it. Because that's just funny. Dorothy Patterson. My name is Janet Kelly. I'm here to inform you, on behalf of P.I. Steve Moss, that the secrets to the Painscreek killings have come to light. He is, however, missing. The police are searching for his whereabouts. We know he's dead. While preparing for this letter, I cannot help but wonder, what if Charles didn't commit adultery? What if Vivian had not confronted Sophia? What if Magdalene hadn't insisted on the son to continue the family line? Could things have turned out differently? In hindsight, It's easy to say what they should not have done. Sometimes it's hard to make the right choices in life, isn't it? Did Derek really hate Scott so much that it led to his death? Could Matthew not have sought revenge? Could Matthew not have sought revenge for Sophia? Why did Henry Johnson choose to be an accomplice in Magdalene's death? The truth was that everyone made a choice they think was the best, not necessarily the right one. This made me realize the following. We have the freedom to say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The bigger mistake, the harder the consequence. It was true that Charles and Sophia's affair was wrong, but Vivian had a choice, either to confront Charles about it or take it out on Sophia. She chose the latter. Just as Vivian made her choice, so did Andrew, Henry, and Matthew. In the end, they all had to face the consequences. One thing puzzled me. If Steve and I were both trying to find out the truth, why was I saved and not him? I hope I can find an answer someday. That's kind of great. I kind of love that. You can pick whatever picture you want with that. I kind of find that hilarious. That's it for Painscreek Killing. I think this was really interesting. I think it was, like I said, I'm trying to see how many people. I feel like this is like a small group of like 10, because I'm seeing a lot of names cycle over. I think one of my biggest issues was the lack of like a help system or a hint system. Because I feel like in any game, especially one like this, it's really easy. Like, it's easy to just be like, well, we want to make it as hard as possible. I will take a 97% because we did not get the safe. And that's fine. I think one of the biggest things is just the fact that it's like, if you're like, I'm not sure where to go, like, kind of just having that, like, journalist or, like, detective mind thought of, like, did we check this enough? Like, is like so-and-so hiding something? Like, I think there are ways to go about it that's not necessarily like, oh, we are giving you the information, you know? And I think that was kind of the main thing that I had an issue with, because, like, as I'm going through, I'm sitting here and I'm being like, okay, well, I have to figure this out. I have to figure this out. And instead of kind of, like, trying to find the answers, I would just look online at a walkthrough. There was a tiny part of me where, like, the days of, like, trying to find the answers and, like, taking the time to, like, go through a game and find the answers the hard way is becoming something that's done less and less, just because there is so much. There is this definite, I don't want to say overconsumption, but there, like, in terms of content that you can consume, whether it's, you know, books, movie, TV shows, video games, or like social media or anything like that, there is so much of it now. So, like, the entire idea of, like, sitting through and, like, searching everywhere and trying to find this one last thing, it's a little bit dead, I'm gonna say. And I think if it's something where it's like you're really dedicated to the series, or like you really want to go, but I feel like a lot of people, and especially because I feel like this very much feels like a small group of people that did it. Like, again, your credits weren't that long. And on top of that, I think this was made in Unity. So, like, kind of, I feel like with small-time developers, like, there might be a niche for people who are playing, like, detective games and murder mysteries and things like that want that challenge. But I think for the vast majority of people, they kind of not necessarily want their hand to be held, but it's like they can, have that hint system. They can have that little bit of assistance. Now, I'm only talking about this from a playing perspective as a story telling device and things like that, because I don't know any of the aspects of the game development. I don't know how much of a pain it is to put that in. I also did things a lot out of order. And I think that's one of the things that might screw you over, is if you end up putting it in, then it has to be a lot more linear. because kind of how the open world is, where I could kind of go and do things however I wanted, it kind of messes things up. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. But we got a 97%, and I'm not going to complain on that. And I guess if we go here, we just... Because, like, again, there were a couple things that we missed. We missed a safe. We potentially missed out on a cemetery key. But again, I think it's one of those things where it's like... I'm sure there's probably someone else on YouTube that has 100%, like, gameplay of this. That's not this one, but... I still hope you guys enjoyed. I think probably the next thing that's gonna come out, I have quite a bit of Genshin filmed. So I'll be putting some Genshin up, and then we'll be getting into just doing Assassin's Creed Odyssey and finishing up that LP. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is very much something that I always love doing. I always love playing these, like, murder mystery games. So, like, you know, if you do like these, like, keep watching, because subscribe. Because I will do these every so often, because I'm just like, I really like these. They're just so fun. Because there's that level of, like, solving, but then there's also, depending on how they write the story, like, it's always, like, a fascinating time, so... I don't know. Also, too, like, I don't know if people want to see it. I just like playing them, and there's a lot of them out there, so, yeah. But I'm gonna stop talking. My voice kind of hurts. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!